Well, for more on Hillary Clinton's clinching of the nomination, I spoke a short time ago with Elleithee. He served as a senior spokesman for Mrs. Clinton's campaign 8 years ago. He's now executive director of Georgetown's Institute of Politics and Public Service. Okay, Mo, you were in the campaign
I was there.
This very day, 8 years ago. How did you feel today?
It's an emotional day, I think, for a lot of people that were on that journey, that have been on this journey for a while. 8 years ago today, she conceded the race. She gave what was arguably one of the most famous speeches she's ever given, that maybe any modern politician has given, in which she said, "We came short, but we put 18 million cracks in the glass ceiling." To see, at the time, we were all very emotional, and we saw that as an end of a journey. But I think what we're seeing now is it was just one step on a much longer journey. And today, regardless of your politics, regardless of whether you support her or whether you oppose her, I think it's worth taking a step back and recognizing what is happening in America today. Just as it was historic 8 years ago when Barack Obama secured the nomination and became the first African American, it is historic that today we have the first woman to sit atop a major party's ticket. That is worth pausing and reflecting on and recognizing and celebrating. Go back to hating her tomorrow if you don't like her. But at least I think that is a milestone worth worth celebrating.
I completely agree. This is a big historic moment. One thing that has struck me over the last couple of weeks as I have been speaking to women voters is just how many younger women voters feel a lack of excitement about Hillary Clinton. And I wonder if it's not because of something you've just alluded to, which is that race before. Hillary Clinton has been around for a long time. She has been running for the presidency since the 20th of January 2007. And they feel there's just a sort of feeling about it.
Maybe. I also think there is a generational divide for other reasons. I think at a certain generation and above, and I don't pretend to speak for women, for all women, but I see this in my day-to-day life and working on a college campus now. For a certain generation and above, I think a lot of women recognize just how big of a deal historically there is. Below that generational divide, I think there are a lot of young women out there who say, who cares? Of course there's going to be a woman president.
So what does Hillary Clinton need to do now that she has secured the nomination to win over those younger female voters?
I think she's got to find a way to connect with people. And I think, that sounds so whatever, right? But I think it's real. I think too often part of the challenge she has had is that there's this gulf that people perceive between themselves and her. And I think this year, that is all the more important to try to bridge, because I honestly believe this is not an ideological election. This is not an election between left versus right. This is an election between up versus down. We are in a populist age in this country, and the number one question most people are asking is anyone looking out for me? In a system that feels rigged against me, is anybody looking out for me? And unless she can answer that question, she'll continue to struggle, particularly with young voters. But elections are choices, and you heard her current spokesman say, this is about making that case that she can better relate to people and be their champion, and Donald Trump cannot.
Okay, Mo Elleithee, thanks very much for coming in. I've been saying for a while it's an election between two New York Democrats.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's right.